What is going on, my beautiful people? We are back with another video. In this video, I want to talk about something that's extremely relevant at the moment, as I just had one crash on me, and being that right now so much is at a standstill and everyone is filled with uncertainty, this is one thing that you may want to shore up during this time, and that thing is having a backup hard drive, right? As a content creator, this isn't an area that you want to cut corners in. So in this video, I'm gonna go over what hard drives you need, why you need them, and what kind of setup I suggest you go with when working with hard drives. So stay tuned. I think you're gonna want to hear some of this. Now, as I just stated, I had one of my external hard drives crash on me this past week, which is the reason why I'm making this video. As a content creator, one reason that you need an external hard drive is that you're dealing with a lot of files, a lot of different clients, a lot of different projects, and maybe a machine that doesn't have that much storage on it. It gives you a place where you can store your files, edit from it without it taking up space or slowing down your computer. And you know, it's just a good thing to have. The problem with this is that a hard drive is an electronic device. Shit could go wrong with electronics. Anything could go wrong for no reason at all. And you want to be prepared for this, especially if you're handling client files. And like I said, in this time of uncertainty, this is something that you want to have a peace of mind with moving forward, hopefully when things return back to normal. Now, a hard drive failing is one of those things where you just don't think it's going to happen to you until it does. You don't want to think about it. You kind of just hope that it doesn't happen to you. And the truth is that it can happen to anybody. And the sooner that you come to terms with this is the sooner that you can take the necessary steps to protect yourself in case it does. And the solution to that is simple. Have a backup hard drive, possibly even a backup hard drive. My story, fortunately, is not a sad one because I bought a backup hard drive a few months ago for this very reason. Just in case this thing right here decided to get ignorant one day and crash on me, which it did, but it could have easily been the other way around. I didn't lose any client work, but I lost a lot of content that I was going to use for my personal brand and content that I was going to use for this channel. I'm actually contemplating right now whether it's worth it or not for me to repair it, or if I should just, you know, kind of take the L and just make new content, make new stuff. It's not a situation you want to be in. Now, some of you may be thinking that you don't want to spend money on an external hard drive, right? Or a backup external hard drive because they can be pricey, and they are, and I get that. But think about this. Think about it this way. Let's say your hard drive does fail on you, right? Touch wood, knock on wood, and you absolutely need the files that are on there. You're gonna have to pay for a repair in order to get the files back. So let's take a look at Best Buy's prices for this service, just because everybody knows Best Buy. And let's compare it to the price of an actual backup hard drive. A hard drive can run you anywhere from $50 to $60 for 1 terabyte, maybe up to realistically $200 for a 10 terabyte drive. You probably won't need more than that right now unless you're dealing strictly with 4K footage or something crazy like that. But anyway, Best Buy charges $50 just to look at your hard drive and diagnose whether or not they can repair it. Same prices as one of the smaller ones. Now let's say they are able to repair it. The repair starts at $200, the price of a more expensive one. And you have to buy a drive to transfer the repaired files onto. So right there, you're in a position where you have to spend a minimum of $250 to $300 to repair a drive that you could have backed up on another drive for $50 to $200 in the first place, if you follow me. If you ask me, it's better to spend that money up front and protect your files. Now, the setup that I have and that I recommend is to have one hard drive that stays at home and just stores everything. You don't edit from this. You only use this to back your files up to something around 8 terabytes and up. I have it in the back here. It's kind of big. I'm not gonna pull it out. Pause. It's just too much work. But I have a hard drive that just sits here. It just stores all of my files. The other drive that you want to have is the one that you carry with you everywhere. This is the one that crashed on me. This is your portable drive and the drive that you're going to edit from to start, right? I recommend using an HDD drive for both of these, as they give you a lot of storage for a decent price, and the speed is good enough. I've been using this hard drive for years, which is why it makes sense that it crashed now. The third hard drive that you're going to have, this is going to become more important as you have more deliverables and more projects to take on, is an external SSD drive. This will be your dedicated editing drive, as it will deliver the fastest editing speeds. These drives are very expensive and they don't tend to have much storage. Mine is a 2 terabyte and this little thing ran me close to $300. So I would do my best to only store the files that you're currently editing on this drive, and just remove them whenever you're done with the project so that you can bring on the files for whatever you're gonna be editing next. I would also save getting this drive for when you absolutely need speed, which would usually mean that you're making enough money to afford it as well, right? So it's not something that's a priority right now if you're just starting out. Just to recap, the ideal situation is to have one drive at home that stores everything, your Mac Daddy drive. The second drive is one that also has everything on it and goes with you everywhere that you can edit from. And the third is to have another drive that you strictly edit from for the highest speeds. As you make more money and you take on more projects and you need more storage, you can add to this accordingly. But this is a good setup to have for now, to protect yourself and your client's work. So guys, this is the one thing that I would tell you to spend some of this quarantined time doing, is getting your hands on a backup drive. Right, I'll leave some links in the description below to the ones that I have. Obviously go with whatever is in your budget, but you definitely need something, right? If any of you guys have some better solutions other than what I offered, you know, just let us know down in the comments. We open to that. But take care of this as soon as you can, guys. You know, I don't want you to take an L just because, you know, it wasn't a priority to you, or, you know, it wasn't important at the time. Like, now is the perfect time. Now is the perfect time to make it a priority. Yeah, so go ahead and do that. Don't forget to like, guys, subscribe if you found this useful, share it with somebody, you know, leave some comments down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you ever had a hard drive crash on you, how you dealt with it, how much you had to pay to repair it. Love is love. Till the next one.